I train out of Gracie, Vienna under my professor Orlando. This is Eddie. Today we're gonna do some leg locking, okay? Now, before you get too excited, it's gonna be straight ankle lock, no heel grip, okay? I'm gonna address this more to the beginners, to the white belts. I'm gonna show you like a completely IBJJF legal straight ankle lock. You can do in a gi and no gi, doesn't really matter. And we are gonna primarily talk about how we control the foot, bend it, and put some nice pressure on the spot where we want to injure the guy, potentially, okay? Meaning, I want to put some pressure like in the front side of his foot, not back here, which is a common misconception that we're going to try to hurt the Achilles here. Let me show you. It's pretty easier if I show it. So, Eddie's going to sit here. Now, before we talk about foot positioning, hooking, blah, 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 let's just talk about the grip first, okay? So, we're just going to take a nice comfortable position like this. His leg is going to be between our two knees, but we're not going to pinch or anything. I just want to address the grip first, because if you don't set up your grip correctly, it doesn't really matter if you push the hip and extend your body, because a tough guy is going to just take the pain and nothing is going to break. So there's no reason to tap, okay? So look at this. Let's already wrap the ankle. Now let's look at what we want to achieve here, okay? So Eddie, just put on a strong boot. Yeah. So let's look at the situation here. What I really want, I want to bend his foot, right? Hook his Achilles so it stays bent, and then put downward pressure so the ligaments in front of the foot get stretched and maybe injured if it doesn't tap. Okay? Now the way we do this, before we talk about the feet, is if you watch here, right? If my elbow is very, very tight, very deep here, it's very hard to slide back to the end of the foot. If you make a strong foot here, I can never bend it here. So what I really want to do is, personally, I like to grab here and just keep a block on the knee, like in Musuneki style, and also like pull the leg a bit to knee, okay? Now I'm going to release some of the tightness here. Now, don't overdo it, because then you might pull out the leg, yeah? So, you just give a little bit of space for you, because what you really want to do, keep the leg strong, is you want to start bringing your elbow back and back and back and back until you have kind of this position, okay? Look at this. Putting my elbow back and almost back behind me. I want to pinch it to my own ribs or to my own lat as tight as I can. Almost as if I want to go for a heel hook, which you can do, by the way. You can combine straight ankle locks with outside heel hooks. But for now, what we really have to know here is we block this, we keep some kind of control here and some kind of pushing force. We release some of the space here, or we open some of the space here. Now we start going back, back, back and pinching in this fashion. Okay? Now, once we're here and I feel a nice bend in his foot, and you should really like practice this a lot so you feel when the foot is bent, right? Right now, for example, extend your foot, yeah? I feel like it's not bent at all, and I feel like the toes are like behind my shoulder. I want to crunch them in with my elbow and bring everything as high as I can. Look at this. I want to bend the foot and now bring this as high as I can. I can even help this hand and bring it a bit higher like this. Still, the pinch remains. You can never release this, because then he's going to put the boot out again or pull the leg out. So one more time. You're here, open, pinch, pinch, pinch. Now we're here. Bring everything up into a shrug, and now you connect your hands. There are many ways to connect your hands here. I like to go guillotine grip. You can go pushing guillotine, you can go figure of four, some guys go matarion. I prefer a basic guillotine grip. It's all good as long as you keep the elbow very tight to your rib. That's important here. Now, just for fun, okay? If I do a good job here, Eddie should feel some tension already in his foot. Now, if I crunch my left shoulder down and put some weight on the left side, this hip should move. Ah, it moved, and it can. We'll see. But, look at this. If I do a back shot here, and I just lean back, it didn't move at all. You see, there's no reason for me to move the hip, lift the hip, take any pressure off. So that means you can test the power of the grip, the precision of the grip, by practicing this part, boom, bringing everything up, pitching in here, and now once you go down, that's what I want, okay? That tells you you're on the right track with the pinch. And this is something you have to develop like over the weeks and months to get really from here to here very quickly, whoop, and put some nice heat on his foot. Now, in real life, you're going to work from this position. This is not the only position we can work from, but this is the most common one we enter in the beginning, like a basic ashigarami, yorimi ashi we call it, and we're going to start the deep hook. Now, everything's the same. I have to release some space and bend the toes. The way I do it here is, look at this. There were some questions in class last week, so I'm going to mention this right now. Let's say I don't even have the ankle lock grip yet, because I want to keep my options open. Sometimes it's heel lock, sometimes it's ankle lock. So, I still keep this here. Usually I go to the knee. Here I lift the foot up and I shrink back a bit. You see, I can put my inside foot on the floor and get my hip back so I can wrap his foot with an ankle lock grip. Now he's gonna boot, he's gonna make a strong foot.
That's why. I'm gonna switch to here now, open my elbow a bit and start walking back, and getting a pinch. You see how I pinch the elbow against my own ribs and pull it back behind me. I shrug everything as high as I can. And now, with the feet on the hip, with this one on the hip at least, I'm gonna go belly down for the finish. Guys, this is very important. Never ever go back to center because he turns with you. He stands up and he puts weight on the foot. And now I can't finish him. So, once I'm here, yes, strong boot, I've got my grip, but it's not good enough yet. Lock, open. Use your hip and use your elbow to bend. Now look at this, that's a nice bent foot. Put some weight, yeah, see? What I'm also doing here is, I withdraw my elbow even closer to my own ribs, and I can put weight on top of his foot. Look, he's already lifting, and I didn't even pull yet. Remember, keep the hand high and shrug the shoulders up to your ears. Now you turn belly down into this direction. And once you're here, you can push the hip and start extending into this direction. This is brutal. If you go belly down with a nice bent foot, you're gonna tear something in there for sure, okay? Again, the main mistake is, I see with beginners is, they just wrap elbow tight and they try to break the shin, which is very hard to do, unless you're like 3 times the size of the other guy, okay? Realistically speaking, you have to find a mechanism to bend the foot first, lock it in, keep it locked, and now there's a variety of foot positions you can use here. This is also very common. Maybe I'm going to talk about this in the next video, but this one is also very powerful. But again, it all doesn't matter if I have a shit grip up on top here, nothing's going to happen. Okay, so please keep that in mind. I recommend for the beginners among you to really practice all of this here. Okay? Yes, very good. There's more variations of the split ankle lock. As a matter of fact, nowadays there's like 500 variations, okay? Some of them are legal for white belts, some of them are not. This one is legal, okay? This one is very safe, no twisting force, and there's a lot of pain before something tears. So the other guy has time to tap and realize, okay, I'm not gonna make it out of here. Let's just give up, okay? So, practice this one and let's see what's up. Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to pop a comment underneath the video and give us a like if you like the video. And yeah, maybe I'm gonna integrate your questions into the next video. Let's see, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you, Eddie.
And subscribe.
And subscribe, very important. Thank you. Us.